Welcome to Beyond Ordinary, a sanctuary for the souls who walk the path less traveled, the seekers of deep truth and the resilient hearts known as the chosen ones. If you have found your way to this space today, it is not by mere coincidence. The universe operates on frequencies, and your spirit has vibrated at the exact resonance needed to receive this message. Before we dive deep into the silent victories of your soul, take a moment to anchor yourself here. If you feel the call of this journey, please like this video, leave a comment sharing your thoughts or your own story, and subscribe to Beyond Ordinary so we can continue to walk this path of awakening together. Now, sit quietly, breathe deeply, and listen closely to the signs that you have weathered the storms of the universe. To you, the chosen one, who has walked through the fires of isolation and stood naked against the howling winds of cosmic recalibration, this is your testament. There is a profound, aching beauty in the architecture of a soul that has been broken down by the stars only to rebuild itself from the dust of galaxies. You have spent lifetimes, it feels, trapped in the eye of a tempest you did not ask to create, yet you survived. The universe does not test its average creations with the weight of absolute darkness. It reserves the heaviest storms for those it has designed to carry the light. You are not a casualty of cosmic chaos. You are its masterpiece. The storms have passed, or perhaps you have simply learned how to become the sky itself, vast and unshakable, holding the thunder without being destroyed by it. Look closely at the fabric of your current existence, for there are undeniable signs written in the quiet corners of your life that prove you have crossed the great cosmic ocean of suffering and reached the shores of your true power. The first unmistakable sign that you have weathered the universe's great storms is the birth of an impenetrable inner silence. Do you remember when your mind was a chaotic battleground, a roaring sea of anxieties, unanswered questions, and the desperate need to defend your existence to a world that refused to understand you? That noise has withered away. In its place, a sacred stillness has taken root. You no longer feel the frantic urge to explain your path, to justify your boundaries, or to convince others of your worth. When people misunderstand you or misinterpret your silence, you no longer bleed energy trying to correct their vision. You have realized that their perception of you is a mirror of their own internal landscape, not a reflection of your truth. This silence is not the cold, bitter detachment of apathy. It is the supreme confidence of an awakened soul. You have sat in the dark with your darkest demons, conversed with your deepest fears, and come out holding the key to your own peace. The world can no longer trigger a storm inside you because you have already survived the ultimate tempest within. You can sit in a room full of chaos and remain completely untouched, anchored like an ancient tree whose roots run deeper than the earth itself. Another profound sign of your cosmic victory is the total dissolution of the need for external validation. The chosen one often begins life with a deep, painful wound of rejection. You were born different, cast out from the warm circles of conventional belonging, looking at the world through a glass window, always on the outside looking in. For a long time, you chased the acceptance of family, friends, and society, bleeding your spirit dry just to fit into molds that were far too small for your expansive consciousness. But the storms broke those molds. The universe stripped away your attachments, cleared your social circles, and forced you into a profound, sometimes terrifying solitude. Through that isolation, the grand illusion was shattered. You looked into the mirror of your own suffering and realized that the only permission you ever needed to exist was your own. Now, you walk through the world with a quiet royalty. You do not seek applause,
You do not look for pats on the back or gold stars from a society that is still spiritually asleep. You approve of yourself. Your self-worth is no longer currency that you hand over to strangers to manipulate. You know exactly who you are, what you have survived, and what you are capable of. And that internal validation is an armor that no human opinion can pierce. As you emerge from the cosmic winter, you will also notice a radical shift in how you perceive betrayal and loss. There was a time when the departure of people from your life would tear your soul apart, leaving you drowning in questions of why and how. You used to beg people to stay, clinging to the breaking branches of dead relationships because you feared the void. But now, having weathered the storms, you see the hand of the divine in every exit. You have developed a sovereign detachment.
When someone walks away from you, whether through betrayal, drifting, or sudden alignment shifts, you no longer grieve as one who has lost a treasure. Instead, you bow to the departure. You understand that the universe is an immaculate editor, constantly removing frequencies that can no longer coexist with the height of your ascension. You see betrayal not as a personal failure, but as a forced upgrade, a violent grace that cuts the cords holding you to lower dimensions. You let people go with a strange, beautiful ease, wishing them well on their journey, but refusing to lower your vibration to keep them company. You have realized that your destiny is non-negotiable, and anyone who belongs in your future will have the strength and the frequency to walk beside you without you having to shrink yourself. Look at your hands, look at your heart, and notice the alchemy of your pain. This is perhaps the most beautiful sign of all. Your suffering has turned into medicine. A soul that has been crushed by the universe does not emerge bitter. It emerges deeply, fiercely compassionate, yet fiercely boundaried. You have taken the stones that were thrown at you and used them to build a sanctuary for others. When you speak, your words carry a weight, a texture of truth that cannot be replicated by those who have only read about the dark. You have become a natural healer, an accidental lighthouse. People are drawn to your energy like moths to a flame, sensing that you possess the rare map out of the underworld. Yet, unlike before, you no longer destroy your own well-being to save them. You have learned the art of sacred boundaries. You offer your light, but you do not allow others to burn you down to keep themselves warm. You have mastered the balance of the divine warrior and the divine healer, recognizing that your energy is a holy commodity meant for the elevation of the collective, not for the consumption of parasites. Furthermore, you have developed an unshakable trust in the timing and the intelligence of the universe. The desperation of the ego has died. You no longer force doors open that are meant to be closed. You no longer sprint toward milestones defined by a frantic, fear-driven world. You have entered the state of divine flow, the effortless state of being, where you realize that what is for you will never miss you, and what misses you was never truly yours. You have seen how the worst catastrophes of your past turned out to be the exact foundations of your greatest spiritual awakenings. You have seen the universe close doors only to open entire galaxies for you. Because of this, your anxiety about the future has evaporated. You move through life with the calm certainty of a passenger on a ship commanded by a master captain. Even when the clouds gather and the waters get rough, you do not panic. You simply wrap your cloak around yourself, smile at the sky and say, "Show me the lesson, show me the evolution." You have swapped the exhausting hustle of control for the majestic power of surrender. Finally, chosen one, you know you have weathered the storms because you feel a deep, abiding sense of home within your own skin. The homelessness of the soul, that ancient, wandering loneliness that haunted your childhood and your youth, has finally dissolved. You used to look up at the stars and cry, begging to go home, feeling like an alien dropped onto a hostile foreign planet. But through the crucible of your trials, you have brought your heaven down to earth. You have integrated your shadow and your light. You have embraced your wildness, your eccentricities, your unearthly sensitivity, and your cosmic heritage. You are no longer searching for a home in a person, a place, or a social group. You are the home. Your spirit is a temple, well lit and warm, and you sit on the throne of your own consciousness, completely at peace with your existence. The universe has tested your mettle, melted away your illusions, and forged you into a living bridge between the human and the divine. The storm did not break you, it introduced you to your own immortality. Walk forward now with your head held high, sovereign of your destiny, for the darkness has done its work, and it is now time for your light to rule the dawn. Thank you for spending this sacred time with me at Beyond Ordinary. If this message resonated with the deep chambers of your soul, remember to like this video, leave your reflections in the comments below, and subscribe to our channel to stay connected on this journey of higher consciousness. Until we meet again, remember that you are chosen, you are protected, and you are infinitely loved. Stay strong, walk in your truth, and keep shining your magnificent light.